Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will get the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it down the seam. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Finds his back in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Fighting off the defender. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, TCU! Great job by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, that's a nice number.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Here he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dropping back, it's Fox. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Finds his man, it's Williams. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Puts it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He breaks a tackle. Gives him a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking down the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
They punt it away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away? You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Sun Devils in the hurry up.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Hey, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down.
Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They've got the screen set up. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC is so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to pass. It's Fox. He's got it down the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. This time it's complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Williams. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10.
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets it out quickly. Breaks the tackle. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Under fire. Hauls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick strike complete. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got his man. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman?
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Swapping ends of the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch, right?
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State! They give straight win.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got room at the 35. Smashes ahead. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trucks through the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in... field position. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They show great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Extending the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him this time. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Wants to throw again. Got his man in the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season. But until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Immediately fires to the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's a heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going for it all. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's